Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, BitterKM2 here. A few days ago I talked about 5 tier 8 premium tanks that are nothing but money traps. Tanks I strongly recommended not buying because they simply don't fulfill their roles and haven't been updated in years. But today we are going to do the exact opposite. As of November 2025, I will show you the most important heavy, medium, light and tank destroyer premiums that you must have in your garage. And I'm going to explain it in the simplest way possible. First, I'll tell you which tank in each class is an absolute must-have. Then, I'll break down its role, its strengths, and how you should play it. This way, you will clearly know which tanks are worth your money and exactly what they can do on the battlefield. So, alright then. And by the way, if you like and follow, I will be happy. This is a great motivation for me. So, let's jump right into it. The first tank you absolutely must have in your garage is the Skoda T56. This thing is a monster. It's an auto-loading heavy with 2 shells and each shoots hits for around 400 damage. That means in just a few seconds you can dump 800 to even 1000 damage into your target. Even if you trade shots with a tier 10 tank destroyer, yes, even something like a Grill 15, you still come out ahead. And thanks to its excellent armor profile, most enemy shells will bounce right off. Now, let me be very clear. In the current meta, armor almost doesn't matter anymore. Only a few tanks like the 60 TP or KR1 or the Taschen can truly rely on their armor. Everything else gets shredded. But the Skoda T56, it's basically the tier 8 little brother of the 60 TP, a mini Polish heavy with armor that still works in 2025. Of course, it's not perfect. The gun handling is pretty bad, but because you are usually fighting at the close range, you don't feel it that much. However, there is one huge downside you must know. The standard AP penetration is terrible. You will be forced to fire premium ammo all the time. And of course, this kills your credit income. This is not a money-making tank. This is a performance tank. A couple things to keep in mind when you're playing it. Never stay alone. Always have at least one teammate nearby during your reload cycle. Play hold down, your turret will save your life, and trade aggressively. When your clip is ready, that's when you are strongest. Simple as that. The Skoda T56 is a stat booster, not a credit farmer. But in terms of raw power, it's one of the strongest premium heavy money can buy. So this is really great tank. You must have it. Okay, if you are ready, the next tank I can recommend if you want another strong heavy is the Object 703 version 2. This dual-barrel Russian beast comes with a great armor and the unique ability to fire both barrels at once. What does that mean for you? Normally you hit for about 400 damage per shot in 8 tier with a heavy, but with double barrel fire you can instantly slap your opponents for 800 damage in a single moment. Then you simply pull back to safety and reload both shells. And if the shoot isn't guaranteed, no problem, you can continue to fire single shoots and keep your second shell as backup. This tank gives you flexibility. Play it like a normal heavy with single shoot fire, or punish your enemies with a massive burst when you need it. It excels in frontline brawling, face-to-face engagements, and chaotic close-range trades. It's the kind of tank that puts pressure on your opponent because they never know when you will double tap them. Now, of course, it's not perfect. The gun handling is pretty bad, you will feel it, and the armor isn't strong as or reliable as Skoda T56. But if you don't have the Skoda and you are looking for a strong premium heavy that can punch above its tier, the 703-2 is a fantastic choice. And another bonus is that you can make credits with this tank. This is really useful for credit. And this tank often appears during trading events which means you can give an old tank and get the 703-2 for roughly 50% cheaper. And I believe this is a pretty good deal, right? Now, let's move on to the medium tanks. And the one I strongly recommend you get is the Bourrasque. This tank is a stealthy snake, silent, invisible, extremely fast ninja. You pop out of nowhere, say surprise, dump 700 to 800 damage and disappear before the enemy even turns their turret. It is that fast. If you can master its mobility and timing, you can create absolutely insane games with this tank. You can even run a second equipment setup focused entirely on scouting. Coated optics, exhaust system, and commander's vision system will make you a great spotter, great light tank. With these, you can scout in places where light tanks usually die. That's how versatile the Bourrasque is. But of course, it has weaknesses. It has zero armor, and it's literally none. Everyone will use HE ammo against you. The gun handling is horrible. You will miss a lot unless you aim well, and you will need to fire premium ammo quite often, so you can't make quite good credits. Still, if you can handle its playstyle, this tank is one of the most fun vehicles in the entire game. How do you play it? It's very simple. Find a bush, sit with a teammate, and punish anyone who gets close. And if your team is pushing, just use your insane speed to flank and hit them from behind and run away. Just be careful, don't get too addicted to surprising people, or you might be the one who gets surprised. So remember, the hunted can always become the hunted. Next up on the medium tank list, the tank that you should absolutely consider buying, the Progetto 46. If the Bourrasque is a stealthy ninja, then the Progetto is a smooth, clean, flexible Italian assassin. This tank is all about control. You decide when to shoot, how many shells to dump, and when to back off. Thanks to its auto-reloader system, you always have a shell ready, even if you are caught in a bad situation. It hits for 240 per shot, but what makes it powerful is the rhythm. One shoot, pull back, or two shoots for fast trades, or empty the whole clip when you see the opportunity. It adapts to you, not the other way around. The Progetto is also surprisingly mobile. You can reposition, support your heavies, or flex across the map to farm damage in the late game. It's one of the most comfortable medium tanks in the entire game, but let's be honest here because it has downsides. No armor at all, everything goes through, gun handling can throw you at times, and just like the Bourrasque, you will need premium ammo to stay competitive. Still, the moment you get used to reload system, it becomes one of the most satisfying tanks you will ever play. So, how do you play it? It's very simple. Take good position early using your mobility, and trade efficiently with your auto-reloader, and farm damage in the late game when everyone is low HP. If you enjoy the flexibility games, if you like being in control, and if you love tanks that reward smart precision making, the Progetto 46 is absolutely for you. I highly recommend you to buy this tank. And of course, there is another tank like this, it's Progetto. It has a bit more armor and it's really great. They are very similar to each other and you can buy both of them if you want and if you like it. Alright, now let's move on to the light tanks, and the one you must have in your garage is the ELC Even 90, also known as the Cockroach. Yes, the famous cockroach of World of Tanks. Why that nickname? Because no matter what happens, this little creature is just very little, tiny, slippery, and it's always impossible to see. The ELC Even 90 has the highest camo rating of any tank in the entire game. You can literally sit in a bush and 50 meters away from the enemy and they still won't spot you, and with its 3-shot clip you can poke out, deal 600 or 700 damage in a short time, and you can be invisible again like a ghost. This tank is perfect for passive scouting, late game cleanup, ambushing distracted enemies, annoying the entire enemy team for 7 minutes straight. But let's be real, it has some little problems too. It has no armor whatsoever, terrible gun handling, and you will miss a lot of if you don't take your aim very well. Still, the ELC's strength is not its gun. The true power is survival. You can stay alive, you can spot, you can farm assist damage, and you strike only when the timing is perfect. And if you learn how to hide, how to wait, and how to pick the right moment, this tiny cockroach will carry the game you never thought were winnable. So I can easily say that this is a must-have light tank. You can earn credits, you can spot, you can finish many games without even seeing or shoot. This is real money, this is real credits, credit farming, and this is real power. You must buy this tank. And of course, if you need another one, maybe the second tank can be LT 432. This will be very useful because it has a little armor and you can earn great credit with it, but it's not effective as half as ELC Even 90. I must clearly say this. So ELC Even 90 is a must, but LT 432 is not a must. It's totally dependent on your fun. Next, let's talk about XM57 STD, a tank that stands out for one simple reason: raw power. This thing brings two major strengths to the battlefield: incredible armor and massive alpha damage. When you fire, you are hit like a truck. Your single shoot alpha can delete half of a medium tank's HP in one clean blow. Yeah, it hits like 600 or 650 in one clear shot, and it's almost the half of all tanks in tier 8. And it has incredible armor that no one can penetrate without gold ammo. It has one little weak spot, and it's under his hull, lower plate. Thanks to its armor profile, it's very thick, especially on the turret and upper plate. You can comfortably facehug and trade with many tanks at your tier, even some above it. The XM57 is built for players who love heavy, brutal, in-your-face combat. You push, you take hits, and you punish anyone who dares pick you. But like every powerhouse, it comes with drawbacks, and they are big ones. The gun handling is awful. You will miss shots if you rush your aim, and the mobility is very poor. It turns slowly, accelerates slowly, and feels like dragging a refrigerator uphill. So playstyle must match the tank. Stick to close range combat, use your armor to block incoming shells, trade only when your alpha advantage matters. Avoid open maps or long-range duels, your gun won't keep up. So in this way, the XM57 is not a flexible tank, but it's an easy tank to play. It is a devastating one when played correctly. If you enjoy tanks that hit hard, tank shoots like a wall, and dominate the front line with brutal force, then the XM57 might be exactly what you are looking for. And if you cannot find XM57 on the market, you can always find Scorpion or SU-130 PM, and you can buy them. These are good sniper tanks and they make good credits. They are good snipers, but you have to fully aim, and they can make good credit. So to wrap everything up, guys, I truly believe the Skoda T56, the Bourrasque, the ELC Even 90 and the XM57 are the tanks that you should definitely have in your garage. And if these tanks aren't available in the store, or you don't feel like to wait for them, I also showed you several alternatives that can still give you a fun and competitive experiences. In short, here is a simple summary table you can pause and take a look at. These recommendations should help you avoid frustration and enjoy the game much more. Remember something important: in World of Tanks, fast aiming doesn't matter, taking hits doesn't matter. What matters is hitting your shots, making sure every shell you fire actually lands and deals damage. That's what wins games, and that's what makes the game fun. Alright, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and leave a comment. And if you check out my other videos, I'm sure you will find something you enjoy. Who knows, maybe you will even become a subscriber. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.